Emmerson Mnangagwa. Let's cross over live to the State House in Harare for the address.
Back with vigilancy. It has picked the new strains which spread faster, are more aggressive, and about which more is yet to be known. Worldwide, over 99 million people are now infected, with the number clearly set to keep rising. So far, upward of 2 million people have died from it, again with more set to succumb to the virus daily. For our nation, the numbers of infections have gone past 30,000, with indications pointing to more infections in the coming hours, days, weeks, and even months. To date, we have lost over 962 of our beloved ones, and soon we will reach and even pass the grim mark of 1,000. The situation is very worrisome and it threatens to become dire. There is hope, however. Our recovery rates are once more beginning to creep up. While we are facing increasing number of cases requiring hospitalization and a close professional care, there is a scope for increasing our capacities to respond in order to cope with the likely upsurge. Our frontline staff continue to give their very best, and we owe them greatly for their huge sacrifices. On the ground, the lockdown is holding, with more and more Zimbabweans voluntarily taking measures that are necessary to protect themselves, their families, their friends, and their fellow countrymen and countrywomen. Our law enforcement agencies are active, manning all key points countrywide. We are ready with more deployments and ready to prescribe stronger measures should that become necessary. Government has and is engaging countries which have developed vaccines. Help and relief are on the way. Our experts, we have been assessing different vaccines, are very close to finalizing the course to recommend to our nation. A course which brings in relief and which we will roll out across the length and breadth of our nation, so we do not lose more lives than has become inevitable. A course which ensures that the vaccines we introduce in our bodies are both safe and effective. Consultations are underway with the private sector to ensure we pool our efforts and resources for a definitive national response. We will spare no effort, spare no resource to save the lives of Zimbabweans. We will spare no effort to protect our frontline staff We have served us remarkably well under very challenging conditions in these trying times. They are the heroes and the heroines of our nation and should receive priority protection, so they in turn protect you, me, all of us. Once we receive the vaccine, and it will be quite soon, they will be the first ones to be inoculated. Fellow Zimbabweans, the pandemic has been indiscriminate in its grim harvest. Zimbabweans from all walks of life, all stations, all tribes, all races and regions have succumbed to it. We have lost loved ones. We have lost ministers of government and officials. We have lost more across the political divide. The danger we face meets us as Zimbabweans, whatever our station, color, creed, or politics. Today, we are united in grief and in facing this overbearing danger. There are no spectators, adjudicators, no holier than thou, no supermen or superwomen. We are all exposed. We are all potential victims. We are all affected one way or the other. We must stand together, arm in arm, holding each and one another like a united people. The situation which confronts us may make us feel depressed, even helpless. Let me remind each and every one of us that we have been through worse challenges as a people. Challenges we have had to confront alone when the greater part of the world moved on with indifference or was even complicit in seeking our ruin. We have confronted danger on our own with a few allies and friends in the region. Yet, we overcame, which is why our nation stands to this day. Come to think of it, some 40 years ago, we were not even a nation. Before then, we were in the throes of a vicious war for national independence. We lived and took each day at a time. All looked desperate. Yet here we are today, a free people and a free nation. Yes, we overcame thanks to our unity, collective determination, and a shared sense of common purpose. Yes, we triumphed. The same way we will triumph yet again. Now is the time to strengthen that unity, determination, and a shared sense of purpose. We face a new kind of war, but a war nevertheless. We face a new enemy, but a common enemy nevertheless. As before, we summon that inner resource individually and collectively to yet again win the war. vanquish the enemy. You, me, all of us, acting singly and collectively to one shared end. You, me, all of us becoming each and one another's keeper. We must mask up, wearing our masks properly at all times, covering the nose and mouth. We must stay at home, only leaving our homes when it is absolutely necessary and unavoidable. We must practice maximum hygiene at all times, in all places. We must practice social distance as individuals, as families, and as communities. We must stop going to private parties and gatherings. We must report suspicious cases of returnees into our country. Once we feel unwell, exhibiting symptoms adjudged suggestive of COVID-19, we must seek help and get tested. Should we turn out positive, we must isolate until we recover fully and are safe to resume normal lives, but within strictures of community safety. Help is on the way. Your government is doing all it can to ensure our nation is defended and protected. More substantive announcements will be made in the coming days. In the meantime, let us continue to behave responsibly and even raise our collective vigilance for our own safety and that of those dear and close to us. We will overcome, and as leadership, we stand shoulder to shoulder with you as we work to defeat this global pandemic. In conclusion, may I, on behalf of government and our entire nation, take this opportunity to express our heartfelt condolences to all those who have lost their beloved ones from this deadly virus, and to wish speedy recovery to all those who have been infected by it. Keep yourself safe. Keep your neighbor safe. Keep Zimbabwe safe. May God bless our nation and save it from this danger. I thank you.